Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tanisha. Welcome to Learning About Animals. And today it's going to be a little bit different. I just wanted to talk about a topic that seems to be a hot topic today. I had posted today about the difference between poisonous and venomous because actually in today's lesson on iReady, or one of the lessons that Aaliyah did in iReady was talking about snakes today. And so in that, it was talking about how a snake was poisonous and how the poison affects you and things like that. And so I had posted about it on my personal Facebook page, and I wanted to explain the difference between what poison is versus what venom is. And that technically, we'll get into another part of it a little bit later in the video, but technically, there is only a venomous snake. There's really no such thing as a poisonous snake, other than one exception, which, like I said, we'll talk about a little bit later. And so I just wanted to explain to you the difference between a poisonous animal or poison and venom. What's the difference between the two? So we're going to start with poisonous since that is the main thing that people talk about and say with anything. And so poison is ingested. It means to take in. And so just like if you were out going for a nature walk and you decided to eat some berries that you really didn't know what it was, but they look good, they smell good, and you decided to eat them, and then later on you were super, super sick and then throwing up and end up in the hospital, then they say you ate some really bad berries that were not for human consumption. Like, that berry was a poisonous berry, which means you took it into your mouth, you ate it, you swallowed it, you ingested it into your body, which means it is poisonous. And so I like to talk like this with a lot of my medical friends. We all know that PO means by mouth. And so a way to remember is PO, by mouth, poison has PO in it. So poisonous, by mouth, ingested into your body by eating it. And then you have your venomous. And so venomous is to be injected. So if something envenomates you, it was injected into your skin or into your bloodstream, sorry. So if you are bitten by a venomous snake, they have fangs, they push that toxin into your bloodstream through your vein. And so I like to say venom, vein. So it is injected into your bloodstream. So both are toxins. Both is a chemical that is bad for your body, that can harm you, that can make you sick. They are all toxins. However, the delivery of the toxin is what makes the difference between poisonous and venomous. So remember, poison, PO, by mouth. You ingest it. Venom, vein for V, it's injected into your bloodstream. So that is how you can tell the difference between if you were poisoned or venomated, okay? So I did bring one animal for you just to show you the difference a little bit between, or what people seem to think is a venomous animal. And so let me get this open real quick for you guys. Oh, she's hiding. 1 second. Okay. All right. So here we have, this is a Honduran milk snake. And this is not native to Tennessee. However, there are eastern milk snakes that are native. And this girl is an albino. And so for those that don't know what albino is, that just means it lacks pigmentation in the skin. So as you can see, there's no black. There's no browns or any dark colors, and her eyes are red. Let's see if I can get her to cooperate. Yeah, you can see the red in her eyes, and so she has no pigmentation at all, so she is an albino. Now, a lot of milk snakes have black, red, and yellow in them, and so she just has the red and yellow. If you can't really see the yellow in there, but like you see the yellow strip right there, and then the white, which is the lack of the pigmentation in her. Now, a lot of people get this animal confused for a coral snake, which a coral snake is one of the most venomous snakes that you can find. They're more out west in like the Texas area you can find coral snakes. But just to show you the similarities in this, so this is a coral snake. And as you can see, the head is very round like hers. and they pretty much have the same body shape and everything. So they look very, very similar. If she had black in her skin, she would look very, very similar to that coral snake. And so a lot of times whenever people see a venomous snake, they tend to think that because it doesn't have a triangular shaped head, or, you know, the slits in the eyes, that is a venomous snake. It's venomous if they have a triangular shaped head. But as you can see that picture of the coral snake, her head was very much like this non-venomous snake. They looked pretty much similar other than the color pattern. And so so that's how, the only one that you can tell or know if something is venomous or non-venomous is just to educate yourself. Not every single snake is a venomous snake. Not every single snake is a non-venomous snake. So just educate yourself. Just like if you live in a certain area, like here in Tennessee, we do have rattlesnakes, we have copperheads. And so knowing what is in your area is the best way to keep yourself safe. It's knowing what's venomous and what's not venomous in your area. Now, if you see a non-venomous snake like a rat snake, a black rat snake, a gray rat snake, a red rat snake, also known as a corn snake, if you see those in your yard, just let them be. If they're in your house, call somebody to have them relocated. Because if those animals are in your yard, there is a reason why it's there. And that's because they take care of rats. And they take care of the population of mice in your area. Because more than likely, if you have some snakes in your yard, there's a reason why they're there. There's several times I've gotten a message of people saying, "Ooh, I killed me a copperhead today." And I'll look at that picture, I'm like, nope, sorry, that was just a really innocent corn snake. And they may look similar sometimes, but it's like I said, if you know the difference between the two, then you can tell, you know, what's venomous and what's not. And so whenever you kill that one corn snake or one snake that is non-venomous, that is allowing 12,000 rodents to populate your area over time. And when it comes to rodents, they carry lots of diseases that can harm you and your animals. They can cause house fires, because I've heard of them chewing holes into wires and causing your house to catch on fire. They even chew holes in your walls. And so that's why I'm like, if you see these animals, let them do their job. Let them take care of that rat population. And another thing that snakes can do, especially king snakes in particular, they are very good at killing the venomous snakes. So if you have a king snake in your yard, especially if you live close to where copperheads could populate as well, let those king snakes take care of the copperhead population, because they will eat copperheads and other venomous animals and snakes. And so I had mentioned that there is one exception of a poisonous snake, and I will show you this picture of this snake as well. And so this is called a tiger-killed snake. And you will more than likely not come across that. Most of the time, especially in this area, we have, like I told you, rattlesnakes, copperheads, water moccasins, those kind of things will be in the Tennessee area. And so that snake, the tiger-killed snake, is one snake that is a poisonous snake. That is the only exception. And it's only because of the diet that it eats. It eats poisonous animals. And so because of what it's eating, that makes that snake poisonous as well. If you were to eat that snake, you have to eat it in order to be poisoned by that snake. But that is the only exception when it comes to venomous and non-venomous snakes. And so so that being said, hopefully I cleared a little bit of things up for you all. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Again, it is the delivery of the toxin. So if you are bit, then it's venomous. If you ate it, it's poisonous. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Again, any questions, feel free to ask me, and I will see you next time with another animal.